So I saw another review of this movie that called it Kids Galaxy Quest.
I can see that.
I can't, but
So those of you just tuning in, we're reviewing the movie
Elio. New Pixar movie. I see pretty much everything Pixar does because they are hands down the best animation studio. I would say definitely them, DreamWorks, then Walt Disney. Honestly, hot take, this is probably one of the worst Pixar movies. I would say there are movies that are worse than it in the Pixar catalog. Good Dinosaur and pretty much all of the Cars movies.
Those were good. I like the Cars movie.
I
like the first Cars movie. After that, it kind of went off the rails a little bit.
I kind of hate all three, especially Cars 2. Because go figure, in a movie with both Owen Wilson and Bruce Campbell in it, where the cable guy is the actor that gets the most screen time in Cars 2.
And then Good Dinosaur, I thought it was fine.
It's boring.
But either way, we're reviewing Elio.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wait, no, I think I like this more than Finding Dory. So,
Okay.
I'll put it right there, honestly.
I mean, decent plot. Got a kid. He's lost his parents, presumably in some kind of accident. They never really said what his parents died from, but since they're both gone, I assume some kind of accident.
He's being raised by his aunt or aunt.
Depending on what part of the country you're from, right?
Yeah. So, positives. You go first.
Positives, I mean, interesting plot. Space is always, the unknown is always makes for an interesting plot.
There aren't that many kids animated sci-fi movies.
Right. So, I mean, bring back a kid's interest in sci-fi, a little bit. So, decent plot. Kid wanted to be abducted by aliens because his parents had died and he felt alone and he thought that, if he got abducted by aliens, that would, fill this void that he feels in his life, I guess, from his parents dying. And then he learns, I guess at the end, that his aunt really does care about him. Cares about him and decides that a life with her, raising him would be good, even after all he goes through with the aliens. That we won't ruin that.
Yeah. So my biggest positive would be there are jokes in this movie that did put a smile on my face. That were kind of funny.
Yes.
Not so much as some other Pixar movies. Like, just last year, exactly a year ago now, Inside Out 2 came out. And that movie is actually, legitimately really funny. This, not as much, but there are some good, sight gags and stuff.
Yes. What you said about the animation was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Pixar is always, honestly, they're on point with their animation.
Oh, yeah.
Saw a preview before this movie for Smurfs. And the animation, I don't know who does that one. The animation does not look good, not even from the previews. And you're bringing your A game to the previews, right? And it looks pretty awful.
It's a Smurfs movie.
The animation looks pretty awful.
Everything about it looks awful. It's a Smurfs movie.
Yeah, Gargamel didn't even look like the Gargamel I remember. It looks like it's going to be a crap fest.
Serious question though, how did the Smurfs movies from the early 2010s grab Katy Perry, Jonathan Renters, Neil Patrick Harris, Hank Azaria, John Oliver, and Paul Rubens? How did those ones from the early 2010s grab that cast? Because that's a stellar cast.
It is.
But this new one, they grabbed Rihanna, which, to be fair, is one big name instead of several. But it's technically a bigger name in terms of net worth because Rihanna is a billionaire.
I don't know if she's a billionaire.
She is quite literally a billionaire.
I don't think she's anywhere close to what Taylor Swift's value, worth, whatever, net worth.
I
don't think she's anywhere close to that.
I'm pretty sure she's a billionaire.
She's got more money than I'll ever have, but
she's a billionaire. I don't think Taylor's a billionaire.
Yes, Taylor's the first. Yeah, she's definitely it.
Huh.
So, I think she's the richest celebrity out there. Not richest person, but richest celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Well, that depends on what you count as a celebrity. Because if anyone in the public eye is a celebrity, the most famous, the richest celebrity has a pretty bad ketamine addiction.
Yeah. I mean, you've got, look, Elon Musk, for example, is a celebrity because he's rich. He's not a celebrity because he's an actual celebrity as far as what I consider an actor, a musician, something like that. So when I say Taylor Swift is the richest celebrity, I mean celebrity as in somebody who is, a musician, a singer, not a celebrity because they are rich, but are rich because they are, so people could argue back and forth whether she's got talent or not, but obviously, she's talented enough, obviously. So.
Anyway,
back to the
negatives. You go.
Negatives. I don't know. It wasn't anything that's going to be memorable as far as I didn't, any scenes or lines from the movie that you're going to remember, heck, 20 years from now or even 2 weeks from now. There's nothing that grabs you. It's a solid movie with nothing memorable.
My negative is this movie, honestly, at a certain point got kind of boring.
Yeah, I was kind of ready. The last 45 minutes or so, I was like, "Is this just going to end?" Because it doesn't hold you. There's movies when you go to see a movie, and you're sad when it's over because you wanted to keep watching that story. That's a good movie. This was not that. So,
yeah.
One thing that I thought, and I thought about this, so. The first time they put him in the alien spacecraft to go negotiate with whatever the bad guy's name was. See, I don't even remember. He didn't know how to fly it and everything's okay. And then the second time, when his friend had sent the spacecraft back to Earth and him and his aunt, here you go, get that. Anyway, they fly it back to the alien world. All of a sudden, then he knew how to fly it. When did this lesson take place? Because last I saw, he didn't know how to fly it. Now, all of a sudden, he's an expert?
Yeah, that was a bit of a pothole. Also, the morals in this movie, to me, like the life lessons that you would normally see in a kids' movie, here felt a little bit forced, which is very uncommon in Pixar land.
Yes.
Pixar usually is very good at making them not be forced, and this was not that. Altogether, I think I gave it a C+.
I concur. C+. Okay. It's over there. I mean, straight up average.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up average. I mean, that would be nothing. It's not horrible. It's not bad. I don't know if I could recommend, people rush out to the theater and see this. But you know what? When it hits Disney Plus or whatever streaming service it ends up on,
Disney Plus,
probably Disney Plus, yeah. Then Yeah, if you and your kids want to watch it together, it's perfectly fine to watch. But it's straight up average.
I will say nothing made me have less faith in our future than sitting in a theater with a bunch of kids watching this, because every kid would not shut up.
Well, the kids, if you go see a kid movie, you got to expect the kids are going to be.
But I shouldn't
talking.
have to, because it didn't used to be like that. That's like a recent thing, because kids grow up on YouTube now.
Maybe you just don't remember.
It's... I don't know.
But anyway, got any other comments?
No.
Anything else? All right. Like and subscribe.